And joining us right now to talk more about this rally in tech is Wang. He is Constellation Research, principal analyst and chairman. Ray, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning.
So what do you think happens? Does this rebound in the tech stocks continue?
I think it's going to continue. I mean, we're coming off some massive lows. And if you think about where we are, we've had an earnings expectation. We had a valuation reset. And we've been calling the herd. What's been going on is we've let go a lot of tech workers, right? We're talking almost 300,000 tech workers overall in terms of announced job cuts. But there's still tech talent in demand. People are looking at hiring tech workers in different areas. And the tech stocks are really where the growth is, right? We might not see it in digital advertising, but we are definitely seeing it in cloud growth. We're seeing it in the enterprise side. We're also seeing it in a lot of the B2C infrastructure areas. And then, of course, we've got China reopening that's going to happen, and that's going to impact Q2 and Q3. So if you're looking at companies like Apple, companies like Tesla in China, there's still growth options out there.
You know, I was going to ask you just about the layoffs, because there have been a huge amount of layoffs and continue to be so at some of these technology companies. As you said, hundreds of thousands of people. Do those workers get rehired quickly? Is there still demand other places for them? Were these workers that these tech companies kind of wanted to shed anyway because maybe they weren't hiring the best people at some point? What happened?
You know, Becky, you're absolutely correct. I mean, what happened was, between 2019 and 2022, we didn't have the normal culling of the herd. Typically 5 to 10% of tech workers are let go every year. People were so worried about not having enough workers to meet demand that they kept everybody. And so a lot of companies have taken advantage of this opportunity to let go of folks that might not be the right fit, hire in the right areas. And the good news, I mean, it's never good news to lose a job, but the good news is where we once had 3 job opportunities per applicant, it's down to about 1.5, but most people are finding work within 60 days or less, and that's good news.
But it's not saying that they were not necessarily the best hires, just maybe not the best fit. If you can get picked up somewhere else immediately, someone else wants your skill set.
Well, it depends, right? In the high-tech industry versus what's happening in public sector versus what might be happening at an SMB, you're seeing a bunch of things. You're seeing migration, definitely out of here in Silicon Valley. People are heading to Austin. People are heading to Atlanta. People are heading to Raleigh-Durham. People are heading out to other tech centers like South Florida, which are becoming tech centers. But you're also seeing other things that happen as well. I mean, some people were definitely in the wrong fit, as you were mentioning.
So have earnings expectations come back to earth, just in terms of what these companies are saying? They're in the middle of earnings season. It's been disappointing for a lot of these big companies, and yet you haven't seen the stocks get knocked too hard. Is the street now in line with expectations?
I think the street is closer in line to expectations. Here's the wild card, as you and I know, right? It really comes down to what we see in the February interest rate meetings, and it also sees what happens because of the last jobs numbers. We don't know if the Fed's going to continue to be hawkish and raise rates. If they do, that's going to have a negative impact. But I think we're starting to see the end in sight here in terms of where the Nasdaq is going to be and where the tech market's going to be.
This is really tied to growth getting hurt by higher interest rates. That's the biggest factor here.
The macro factor is still interest rates. That doesn't change.
Okay. Ray, thank you. Wang.